YouTube. All right, today our topic is vocal breakthroughs, the best way to get them. So I know that oftentimes you understand that there's a level of potential, of sound, of impact, of performance that you have in you that is just not where you live. Like you know that sound, you know that performance because it comes out here and there from time to time, but it's not something that happens on the regular all the time. It might show up in your sound. It might show up in the gigs that you book. You might get a gig here and there, but you're not consistently booked. It might look like you get a big role and then it's like 3 years before you get another one, okay? And you recognize that you need a breakthrough to be able to get to that next level. And so it's all about changing your thinking, because when you change your thinking, you change your singing. You guys may have heard me say that before. It will be written on my tombstone. It might as well be tattooed on my forehead. Changing thinking equals changing singing, because your body and your actions are only ever responding to the thoughts that come out of your head, okay? You guys get that. You have a thought, it makes you scared, your body gets into the fight or flight, and then the actions you take are born out of that. Your body is excited, you get the oxytocin and the butterflies, you're excited, and then the actions that you take are born out of that. Very different actions than you may take if you're scared, right? And so in order to understand how to put this into practice, changing thinking equals changing singing, one of the best things that you can do, and one of the best ways that you can start to change your thinking around the challenges that you're going through in your singing career, the breakthroughs that you want that haven't shown up for you yet in your sound or in your journey, is to learn to ask better questions. You see, when we're looking for a breakthrough and we're feeling stuck, because it seems we're just hearing the same advice, the same methods, the same answers over and over again that just don't seem to help us or get us where we want to go, then what that actually means is that we're asking the wrong question. And so if you want to get better answers, you want to get the breakthrough, then you got to ask better questions, because better questions get your thinking moving in a better direction. And when we change the thinking, then we change the singing, we change the actions that we take, and the outcomes that we get are completely different. And so from where I sit, most singers, and probably most of you, are asking yourself the wrong question. So today we're going to start changing the thinking to change the singing and the trajectory of the career by teaching you the number one most important question that you can ask. So most singers, whether you want to or not, whether you realize it or not, spend a lot of mental energy trying to deal with and answer this one question. What if it doesn't work out? What if it doesn't work out? Like, have you seen yourself and other singers asking, but what if it doesn't work out? What if I never make it? What if I'm never able to sing the way I need to get where I want to go? What if I can never make a living as a singer? What if I'm rejected by the industry? Nobody casts me, no record label signs me. What if I'm never able to get my big break and break in? What if I can't figure out how to sing with maybe physical limitations that I might have? What if I try and I fail? What if I can't do it after all the training, all of the energy, and all of the effort? And this one question stunts most singers' growth very severely, because it prevents you from taking inspired risks, doing something differently, and having a real shot at success. And in the meantime, when singers are busy in the what if it doesn't work out spin, they're wasting the most important non-renewable resource in their life, and that is time. And so while this question, what if it doesn't work out, continues to run on the treadmill in your head, getting nowhere fast, preventing them from success. Then hours turn into days, turn into weeks and months and years, and nothing changes. No breakthroughs. 3 more years pass, still putting yourself out there, coming up short. 5 years in, you're wondering if it's time to maybe let your artistic dreams go and commit to a real job. 10 years in, you're bitter that all the hard work and time and money that went into your singing didn't come for anything. And I don't want you to end up there. So you've got to ask a better question. Better outcomes come from better questions. Ask any scientist. So what if it doesn't work out? Can no longer run on auto repeat in your head if you want breakthroughs that are going to get you to the next level. The better question, the question that I want to ask, the question that will start to change the thinking, that will change the singing and change the outcomes is, what if it does work out? What if you could build the foundation in your singing for the success you want in the next 60 days? What if you can win more auditions and release more successful recordings in the next 6 months than you did in all of 2025? What if you could start opening doors with your voice that brought in more income? What if you could book your first equity show? What if you could have a song that you wrote chart on the Billboard Top 30? What if you could get the role that you have always wanted from your next audition? Guys, all of these things are real results from our singers that have happened in the last year. So what if you could do all that? Would you be willing to ask for help, implement the expertise, and do the work to have everything you want? Changing thinking equals changing singing. If you're too busy in the spin of what if it doesn't work out, you're not going to take any steps that are available to you that might get you there. So what if it does work out? If you were able to get all those results that I just mentioned, if the answer is yes, and you want that, first of all, oh my gosh, get on my call calendar. Let's talk. Let's talk about where you are, where you want to go, the gap between, and let's get you stepping into the best version of yourself as a singer fast. Because the longer you wait, the longer you stay in what if it doesn't work out, and the more auditions you are not going to, the more auditions you are not winning, the tours you are not booking, the gigs you are not getting paid for, the recordings that are not charting, the audiences you are not impacting, and the money you are not making. There is a cost to. You only have one life, and you can't get that time back. So if singing is your gift, your life, your passion, you know you have talent, but you don't know how to get from where your singing career is right now at the level you know you're capable of, but can't seem to harness to get that breakthrough, then you need an expert, you need a mentor to help you continue to change your thinking so you can change your singing. Guys, most of the time when it comes to changing our thinking, we're too close to what's going on up here to even see it. And we will walk into the wall every single time. How many of you did not know before you watched this little video here that you were in that what if it doesn't work out trap? Probably a lot of you. But having that guy, that mentor to mirror back to you and say, hey, there's a better question to ask. An expert who can guide you past your blocks to succeed at the level you want and bring your voice to the world in a much bigger way possible. That's what we're here for. And so if you are a singer who has been putting in time and effort and energy and money, you are hustling, you are auditioning, you are, trying to book gigs and just auditioning, and everything is just not happening at the level that you want, then book a call with me. We will start to parse out exactly what's going on. And the call is free. I am here to support you. We will get on the phone for about half an hour. Get some clarity about what is going on, why you're stuck in this spin of what if it doesn't work out, and lay out a better battle plan to allow you to finally overcome the stinking thinking that has been sabotaging your technique, undermining your artistry, and keeping you sidelined in your career, so that you can go out there and consistently nail auditions, performances, recordings. Know that every time you open your mouth to sing, you will make an impact. Get noticed by the decision makers in your industry and take this thing to break through to that next level that you want. So I'm putting a link in the chat to get on a call with me. Here it is. If you're watching on YouTube, the link is already there in the post, in the video description copy. If you're watching on Facebook, I'm putting it in the chat right now. There you go. Because as we've been saying, more powerful questions lead to more powerful answers, which lead to more powerful opportunities and outcomes. And so the magic of this discovery call is that it is filled with more powerful questions. But remember, this is the maxim, you guys. It will not lead you astray. More powerful questions lead to more powerful answers, which lead to more powerful opportunities and outcomes for change. The singers who take those opportunities, like getting on my call calendar, are those who thrive. In 4 months, you could be singing with a completely different reality and a whole new threshold of what you're capable of. So we will talk that through of what is needed, and I will lay out the structure for you of what that looks like if you want to work with us to do that. And if you don't, that's okay too. We can part friends. But know this, if you keep doing what you've been doing, and if you keep asking yourself the same disempowering questions that you have been asking, you will stay stuck and you will continue to stay where you are. So, first step, ask more powerful questions. And if you would like my insight into doing that and to get yourself into a place where maybe working with us would be the opportunity to take that first inspired step because you're asking better questions, then get on my call calendar. And I look forward to talking with you. Okay, everybody, have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.